And welcome back to the channel. On this video, I want to talk about e-bikes and letting you know that now could be the best time to hurry up and get one while you can, because with what's going on in the e-bike world these days, certain e-bikes may no longer be available for you to purchase. Even though your state right now might be fine with it, the way they're heading with this whole situation, it may not be for that much longer before they start really limiting bike companies or manufacturers on where they can sell their bikes, who they can sell them to. So you might want to get one sooner than later, and I'm going to show you a example of a good bike that you might want to get now while you can, because I don't know in the future. I would hope you can still get them, but I don't know in the future. And that's the bike I'm riding right now, the Lyric Graffiti X. I'm going to hop off for a moment and show you the bike. So there's a good look at it right there. That's the Lyric Graffiti X. And so some of the things I'm going to point out about this bike, if you're not familiar with it, it's a 3,000 watt motor that peaks at 7,200 watts. That's in off-road mode. On-road mode is 750 watts. There is a switch right here, this one right here, that if it's out like it is right now, that's off-road, in is on-road. And it has a 40 amp hour battery, as you see it right there, and really nice headlight. It's a DOT approved 7-inch 6,000 lumen headlight, very bright. You won't need any brighter. It's got turn signals there. I won't show you the back. And there. And the only thing that I've added so far to this bike, it's pretty much stock, is a mirror. I put a mirror on. I took it off one of my other bikes. And the one thing I do not like is the fenders. Not great. You get wet, muddy, and everything. Not only you, but your bike gets completely dirty if you ride much in the wet. But let's hop on and talk some more about the Graffiti X. It does have Magura brakes that are outstanding. It does have regen braking. Motorcycle tires. These are CST dual sport tires on the bike. So if you want to do any on-road or off-roading, and I can tell you they're really smooth. I didn't think they would be as smooth as they are, because I had a pair of V Huntsmans that I put on the Aerial Rider Grizzly, and they were rough. They were not smooth at all. These ones for knobby tires, or semi-knobby, I'd say they're knobby, chunky tires, they ride pretty smooth, this bike. My preference would probably be, because I don't do a lot of off-roading, my preference would be to have street tires, I think. But we'll see. These tires I expect to last a long time. But yeah, getting back to this bike, if you want to purchase this bike, by the way, I do have a link in the description, and I have a discount code that will save you $200 on the bike if you would like to purchase it. And the code, you'll see it there in the description as well. It's Oregon eBiker Mark 2025, and that'll save you $200 on the purchase of a Lyric Graffiti X. They are almost sold out of batch 4. So if you want to get a bike by April, that's the projected shipment, you'd want to get your order in there now because they're almost out. And otherwise you're going to have to wait till June, I believe, is the batch 5's delivery expected scheduled delivery time. And I can tell you this bike is awesome. If you want a bike that has a little more get up and go, and we're not going to worry about talking about laws today, let's just talk about the bike, because the bike is fantastic. I'm riding at like 20 miles an hour right now, and it's great. But the bike has some get up and go if you need it. The only thing I have found so far is that on a steep hill, I don't know the grade level of the hill, but one I tested, if you are completely dead stop at the bottom of the hill, it's a no-go. It's very lethargic. But if you take a little run at it, no problem. It just needs to get a few miles per hour going, and then it's good to go. Like, it's a little bit sluggish up closer to the 15 miles per hour, between like 10 and 15 up there. Once it gets close to the 15, like 13 or so, it starts to go. And this bike will go if you want. I've had it hit 50 miles an hour, and the listed on the website is 45 plus, and I will attest that you're guaranteed to get 40. You will for sure get 45 miles per hour speed on this bike. But if this isn't the bike for you, then I also have other links in the description with lots of discount codes as well if you want to check out those. This is a good time to buy because I think there's a few things happening here. Or I know there's a few things happening. One of them is the crackdown. And I don't know where this is all going for sure, but if they're going to take your throttle away and lower speeds on bikes to 20 miles an hour, you might want to get a hold of one of these bikes now, because you know what? They could become a collector item. Unless you make your own custom built, buying a kit or something like that. But yeah, they're going to be harder to get. And I've even read, and the tariff as well. Thing is, this is kind of weird, but I read that online there somewhere, somebody had an article stating that, you know, they're going to make the bikes safer in the future. How they're going to do that, I don't know. They're saying just by virtue of speed, but I don't know. I'm not so certain that pedaling versus throttling is any different. I do not and will not ever understand that. I would think it'd be the other way around. It would be more dangerous pedaling than throttling, but that's just me. But anyway, so they say with them making them safer and slowing them down too, and the price is going to rise. And this isn't counting tariff charges too on top of that. So that's why I say I think now if you're going to get one, I don't think you want to be on the fence too much longer. I would go ahead and get one now for two reasons. One, that you may not get that bike anymore, and secondly, you may not get it for the price that you're getting. You know, the price that's there now won't be the price, like, for example, in the summer. And we'll also get higher demand for bikes in the summer, but I honestly don't know what's going on now, because I'm waiting to see any new models of bikes from anybody coming out, you know, and because I'm curious to see what they're going to do here with throttles, no throttles, the whole class 3 situation. You know, I just want to see what's going to happen with any new models. So if anybody knows any new models of bikes that have just come out for 2025, let me know in the comments below and I'll go check it out, because I can't seem to find anything new out there. There's just the bikes that are already in existence. So let me know if there's any coming out, and I'll check it out, especially if there's anything that's class 2 but you're not seeing any class 3. Let me know if there is a class 3 with throttle. That's what I'm most interested in, if they still having them, because I gotta think the California situation is going to influence a lot of this. And I think they're going to cater toward California, and everybody else will have to go by the same situation, whatever they cater to them for. Because I think most bikes, the two big target cities are Los Angeles, like California State, and New York. Those are the two big ones, right? So, and I think California is leading the way. The one thing that California is going for it that a lot of states don't is nice weather all the time. We're pretty good here, but we're not raining right now, which is absolutely awesome, but we're going to pay for that, I'm sure. Yeah, I say get out there and get yourself a bike now, especially if you're looking class 3. And because I don't know how much longer it'll be that way, especially if you want class 3 with a throttle, which even if I wasn't going to use the throttle, I want the option of having a throttle there in case I do decide I want to use the throttle. I could never purchase a bike that doesn't have a throttle. Because there may be times that for some reason, whatever, you know, I could be out riding somewhere. I just saw a nail on the road and was able to get around it. You don't know if you're going to get like a Charlie horse or something when you're riding and you all of a sudden can't pedal. I mean, it's possible. And you should have the option to be able to throttle if you want. There's a lot of people out there, though, that are not advocates of the throttle. They say if it's not pedaling, then it's not a bicycle. But I wonder, do they have throttles on their bike and they're just saying that, or they're jealous because they don't have one on their bike? But hey, you buy what you want and be happy with your bike, and let somebody else who wants it another way be happy with their bike. As long as we all ride safely, let's respect each other and have fun on our bikes. And at my age, I want to have fun before I'm not here anymore, so there you go. So that's going to do it for this video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to comment on this video or any others, go ahead and leave that in the comments below.